Welcome, I'm Dragon, and today will be a different type of video. I will actually be showing the 3D printing part first, and then if you're interested in staying to the end, that will be the time lapse of me creating this in Blender. So with nothing to lose, let's just hop straight into the time lapse of it 3D printing. There we have it. There is the 3D print. So now I will get into more depth and showing you around a little bit. Here is my 3D printed model on my Prusa Mini, and as you can see there are supports which I take off right here, and yeah, that's a sped up version. It did take a little while to take the supports off, but once I was done with that, I was able to see my little car model, which I'd printed a little bit earlier, and then I got to see the big one compared to the little one. And actually, they are both very recognizable. You could tell what they are, but the bigger one just is like a more model type car. So it's like you have a big model on your desk that you bought from somewhere, except it was 3D printed, so I got to make it. I thought that was really cool, and as you could see, you could even see them together. And actually with that little model, it looks a lot like the Hot Wheels I was kind of designing this car off of. So here are these Hot Wheels that I was designing it off of with that little 3D printed car next to them. So, as you can see, it looks actually pretty close. I wasn't going for either of them. I was just kind of getting ideas from these, and I also did look at online a little bit at older Volkswagen cars, a little bit. But other than that, that was this 3D printed model. And now for the final part with the 3D printing, let me paint it. So here is the time lapse. And because I didn't really do an amazing job, I ended up handing this over to someone who really enjoyed painting, and they were happy doing it. So, win-win. What you're seeing now is me actually doing it, because I painted like over it, and then they went over it and just did all the final touch-up work. So it ended up looking really cool, and I will show you that once this is over, which it is about over because I'm painting the wheels now. And this car painted pretty good, and as you can see, it is now completed from what I did. And now skipping to the future, here is what they did. So as you can see, they did a very good job with the painting, and it actually looks very similar to how I created in Blender, and we will get to that in a bit. But for now, that is what it looked like. I made two of them because I designed it so the wheels could spin, but the first one, the one that's painted, the back wheels actually couldn't spin because the filament fused together because I didn't really have it far enough apart. So the second one's just a redesign and fixing it up a bit so the wheels could all spin. Well, now, other than that, thanks for watching to this point. If you're interested in seeing how this was created, then feel free to stay for the Blender time-lapse. Here we go. P.S. This time-lapse is sped up 10,000% because I wanted it to be shorter than the other ones. Typically, it's 4,000. Well, now we have the Blender render, and I think this looks very similar to the 3D printed model, and with the paint job, it looks even more similar, and I've just got to say it again that the painters did a very good job at painting the model. So here is the comparison between the painted and the render. And now, if you're curious, this actually didn't take as long as some of my other cars. It took 5 hours and 50 minutes to make this car, mainly because I wasn't trying to add all these teeny details like I would for a thing that would be mainly rendered in Blender. But I also appended the wheels, so I didn't really have to make the wheels, and that those wheels were the same wheels that were used in the truck. But other than that, that is this. I hope you liked it. And here is it actually compared to the Volkswagen, because I thought it looked most similar to this Volkswagen 2012 Volkswagen. But other than that, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and bye!